Hi everyone, Angie here. Coming on to continue working on when I was prepping my journal covers yesterday. It got me to thinking. Here's how they turned out. Very nice, nice and sturdy. And there's the inside, and I'll line that and do all that when I actually put the signatures in. But I thought I'd just work on the covers. And we'll start with one and see how that one goes. And here's the other one. They're both the same size, 6 by 9. Okay. And then the couple pieces that I had left from the edges, I just cut a couple little smaller strips. I figured we could use them for some journaling cards or a little bookmark or a long tag. That's just what I had left, excluding the little flat pieces. But I'll use those somewhere in the journal if I can. Okay, so what I was thinking, since we already started with some Mod Podge, it just kind of got my brain going in that direction. I thought, why not pull out some gesso and just have a play with that? And I get kind of messy sometimes, so I'm going to try and take off my sweater here so I don't get glue all over my sleeves. And I thought we would just have a little play with some gesso. And I brought in some random tools. I'm by no means a professional at this or good at this or anything, but I just thought, like I said, I have a little play and see what comes of the project. This is just a little coffee stirrer. I have a narrow paintbrush. I have a little bit of a wider paintbrush. I have the little stencil brushes. I know there's a name for these, but I don't know what it is. And then I just grabbed some toothpicks just for some thin lines, because what I want to try to do, and I have just a little bit of water and a little napkin here. What I thought is, don't ask me how my brain comes up with these things, but I want to put a focal image using the gesso of a dandelion, weed, or wish. And I think for the most part, that's probably what I'm going to name this journal, Weed or Wish Journal. Excuse me. You know, the things that you know, back in the day where you blow and make a wish. Some see a weed, some see a wish. Me, I see a wish. And I love those things when you see them in the summers. So I thought I would attempt at making one nice big one right here in the center of my journal cover. And then I'll put some wording, put weed or wish. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but that's kind of where my brain is going. And then just add some other texture as well, depending on how much space my focal point takes up and how good it comes out. Okay, so with that being said, let's just get started and let's just play. And let's see what I can come up with. And I'm going to tilt this so I can see how much I'm grabbing. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, I'll just leave it standing up. Okay, so I'm just winging this, guys, so hang in there with me, okay? I think it'll come out fun and pretty in the end. I'm just going to put a little bit of water on the tip of my brush just to soften it up a bit. And this may take a two-part process video, because what I want is it to really have some texture and kind of build up the gesso. So that's going to be my middle part. And I know it's not white. The dandelions, I guess they're dandelions, are not particularly white. I know there is a little color to them. They're kind of like a brownish, grayish kind of color. But I'm going to start with the white, see how I like how it turns out. And if it doesn't turn out well, you know, we're just going to go with it anyway. But I thought I would try just to have a little fun, you know. And I know these strands are supposed to be really thin, and that's kind of why actually I brought in toothpick. Thought maybe I could get some thinner lines if I use a toothpick. And that's not really working either. don't have that many brushes. I pulled out the thinnest brush I had. That's not working either. I just had another thought. What if I use the edge of a card? See how that, see what that does. Wonder if I just build up a little on the edge of my card. That kind of does a little something maybe. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, guys. Can you see that? Is the camera picking that up? Oh, I like that. Okay, let's try that. And I'm just going to go around and put some of the kind of the stems. Oops, that's a little bit too much, so to speak. Nice big. Yeah. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna have to do a 2-process video on this particular part because one, I'm gonna have to, let some of this dry and set really well, and then come back and really give it a second look and see if and where I want to build it up more, if you understand what I'm saying. So if I do that, I will definitely take you guys along, and I hope you enjoy the process. I think that might be enough of the little stems. What do you think? Let's see, let's keep that in there. Let me look at that. I like that for a base, but I kind of don't like those first couple strokes that I made. So let me see if I can narrow those up a little bit. I wonder. Before it dries too much, if I could strip some of that down. And I might be being a little too picky on this, but I just want to try to attempt. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making it better or making it worse, so I think I better just stop there. Okay, so let me just bring in a little bit more to that area, I think. better. Try to make it look nice and full. Okay, I think we'll stop there again. Okay, and then we need a stem, I guess. I don't remember if they're, I think they're kind of slender stems. Let me try this one. I know when you're doing this type of artwork, and it's all in the brush you use, but I'm just kind of trying to use what I've got. That's not too bad. I don't think. I think that's too bad, huh? A little bit of a wave. All right. And then we need the little feathery light things on the ends. Should have brought a piece of test paper. Okay, well, we're just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna kind of titter back and forth with the tip of this brush, and let's see what kind of effect we can get. We can kind of like little. Trying to start out slow and just bring in a little at a time rather than, because we can always add more. Just do a little rough crisscrosses, kind of like star, snowflake kind of shaped tips a little bit. And after this dries, I think I will come back and see if I want to add any color. Like I said, I know they're not necessarily white, but I may like the look against the background of this. Or I may come in with a little bit more gesso tomorrow, add a little tint of color, maybe a little gray, a little light brown, and see how that goes. I thought this would make a really pretty focal point. If I could pull it off, that is. Just go around here. And I hope my hand is not too much in the way where you can kind of see. But trying to pull my hand away every so often so you can get a visual of how it's coming together. So tell me, do you guys see a weed or a wish? I, as a child, used to love just going looking for these things. And the bigger, you know, of course, the better. And you try to get them all the little stamens, I guess maybe is what you might call them, knocked off in one blow. So fun. Let me take a look at that. Oh, goodness. See? That's why you have napkins. Handy. Okay, that's a quick fix. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just take a quick peek at that. Oh yeah, not too bad, I don't think. What do you think? Kind of rinse that buildup off my brush a little bit there. Let's see, I want to build up, I think, let me look at that again. I think it's like two, I don't know, let's see what we can do here. If I could just lightly fill in some of the middle, you know, kind of. I still want to see the stems, but I don't want it to necessarily look so bare. Excuse me. kind of like the little peaks. And let's see. Oh yeah, I like that, guys. A little bit more right up in through here. And I think I want to build up the middle a little bit more. It's kind of started out well, but it's kind of flattened out some. And I think I want to make this a little broader as well. That's a big flower, so I think it needs a little bit of a stronger stem to be able to hold it. Gotta be proportionally correct, right? Okay, now let's see if we can bring in, maybe I should use the other brush for this one. Maybe this one. Some of that water off. Okay. Fan that out a little bit. And pick up a good amount. Actually, that kind of works well right around the edges as well. I like that. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there, guys. And let that dry. And then decide where I want to go from there. If I want to build it up a little bit more. Or bring in a little bit of maybe some little grayish brown right into the center stamen area. Give it a little bit more of a realistic look. Not that I'm going for anything perfect, but. And then I thought maybe I would bring in, use some more gesso, and maybe even bring in some little stenciling to the edges here. Or maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we could do that now. What do you think? Let's see. I was thinking maybe using some bubble wrap or let me just bring in a little bit here and there. And again, we can always build this up as well. And I'll bring in a little color. Maybe a little more over here, huh? Something over here. I like that. Okay, let's bring a little bit more of that up here as well. On tomorrow's video, I will bring in, I have to go through my stencils and see what I have. I would like to stencil, since we're kind of on the gesso track here, my words, but I don't remember. I haven't used my stencils in a while. I'll have to pull them out and see what I have. I may have to just print something up. But we'll see. Okay, I think that's good for a start. We're going to let that dry. And we will, and I keep saying I'm going to let it dry, and then here I am adding more. I just really like that peaky look there. So who watches the series? It's a season finale. It just started Tuesday. This Is Us. Oh my goodness, that is my absolutely favorite show. As excited as I am to see the season start again, I'm very disappointed that it's ending. I have so fallen in love with each and every one of the characters on that show. It's going to be bittersweet to see it end. Okay, guys, I like that. I'm happy with where that is right now. I'm going to let it dry and then take another look at it and see what I think. Okay, but I think that is a really, really, really good start for today. So this is going to be somewhat around the theme of Weed or Wish journal. This is my Weed or Wish journal. I like it. Okay, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I truly appreciate it. I will see you on the next process video on working on this cover, okay? Until then, thank you so very much, and God bless. Bye-bye.